Welcome everybody. Nothing is impossible. Just think how this brain works. Biology is 90 presenting. Do you know that the universe is 20 billion years old and this is the Milky Way galaxy? Now, the 4.5 billion year old Earth has millions of species since long back. How does an organism continue generation with a limited lifespan? So, let's make it simple. It is because they reproduce before they die. So you have to understand basics of reproduction. It is the process of producing organism of own kind. Why do organisms reproduce? All the organisms give birth, grow and die. So, organism must reproduce itself before die to maintain generation after generation. Thus, reproduction is the biological process in which an organism gives rise to young ones similar to itself. How amazing, right? So, reproduction can be divided into asexual and sexual type. It's uniparental and it is biparental. Can you recall the difference between asexual and sexual reproduction? Presenting Biology 90. Reproduction in human being. From your textbook, Class 10, Chapter 8, How to Organism Reproduce. The key points will be discussed today are: how do humans reproduce, structure of reproductive system, various reproductive events, and terminologies in the chapters. How this video will help you, do you know? After this video, you'll never forget the lesson. But read the chapter carefully after the lesson. Let's hack the brain. So, structure of reproductive system. Do you know it's the main reproductive system? It has urinary bladder, seminal vesicles, prostate glands, pituitary glands, vas deferens, urethra, penis, scrotum, and testes. Facts. Function of seminal vesicle and prostate glands. Minute seminal vesicles and prostate glands add their secretions to the sperm, which provide medium for transport and nourishment. Now, what is semen? When the sperm comes out from the testes via vas deferens, it mixes with the secretion of seminal vesicle and prostate gland. Here it becomes semen, which then passes to urethra. Thus, sperm passes in the female body in the form of semen. Can you imagine why testis is located outside? Think. Finish. So, to maintain the temperature 2 to 2.5 degrees lower than the body temperature, which is necessary for sperm production. This is the female reproductive system, has 2 ovaries, 2 fallopian tubes, 1 urethra, endometrium, then the cervix and vagina. Again, the fallopian tube can have isthmus, ampulla, infundibulum fibri. This is a family. So, human reproduces by sexual method of reproduction. Let us understand first. All organisms do not reproduce soon after birth. Organism attains maturity and start reproduction. In human, reproductive capacity begins at puberty. You may think, how could we understand if someone becomes matured? That's not it. So, human shows development in secondary sexual character after puberty. And a boy attains puberty at the age of 12 to 14 years and girls 9 to 11 years. For example, male and female shows change in boys or testes and ovary produce sperm and ovum is symbols of puberty. So it's your turn to list all changes takes place at puberty or adolescence. Do you know who produces the secondary changes? The testes and ovary produces sex hormones. In male, androgen or testosterone, in female, estrogen. This shows the secondary sexual character, but not all individuals mature at the same time. So never kiss anyone who seems child or not mature as you. Or never upset If you're not matured as your classmates, male and female produce gametes, that is sperm and ovum, from the testis and ovary respectively, and this gamete get fused during copulation, and this fusion of gamete is called fertilization. Now, do you know where exactly fertilization takes place? Yeah, oviduct of the fallopian tube. Sperm is motile and ovum is non-motile, so it has to be transferred for fertilization. That's why the sperm has a tail which helps it to swim. The process of fertilization is same for all organisms, but it differs in location. If it is inside or outside, that is internal or external fertilization. Now, can you think human producing baby by external fertilization? Yes, it is a test tube baby. Do you know who is the first test tube baby? Get it. What happens if the egg or ovum do not get fertilized? The egg will rupture and come out along the endometrium. And this is called menstruation cycle. Every female after puberty shows this cycle. It is a 28-day cycle, start onset of puberty, here endometrium wall get renewed, which is followed by 4 to 5 days bleeding. Soon after fertilization, the formation of zygote takes place. And do you know, all the sexually reproduced organisms are produced from single-cell zygote. Zygote undergoes cleavage, that is 2-cell stage, 4-cell stage, 8-cell stage, and the 16-cell stage. These 8 to 16 blastometic cell stages called morula, and this morula get differentiates and produce blastocyst, also called blastula. The structure of blastocyst has trophoblast, blastocoel, and neurocells, and it is inside the uterus now. Now, all cells need energy for growth and development, so from where the blastocysts get nourishment, as it don't have any direct contact with the mother body. This is why implantation takes place. The implantation blastocysts get embedded in the endometrium of the uterus. Implantation leads pregnancy, and after the implantation, embryogenesis takes place. That is, blastocysts develop into embryo, and the embryo then differentiates into fetus, and baby is produced. How does the baby get nourishment inside the mother body? Can you imagine? This is the placenta. The placenta provides food and oxygen to the developing embryo. It also takes out the waste product from the embryo. In addition to this, placenta also releases hormone boosting lactation in mother. So, placenta is a link between mother and baby. Get some terminology now. The embryo takes 9 months to become fully developed baby is called gestation period, and the process of delivering the fully developed baby from the mother body is called parturition. Now please answer, what is the function of testes in a human being? How does reproduction maintain the population of a species? Now read the chapters from the textbook and try to answer all the questions.
जरूरी बात, मेरे चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करिए, बेल बटन को प्रेस करते हुए। बाय बाय।